What's going on, guys? We're going to be walking you through everything that you need to know before buying your first pair of custom shoes and everything you'll need to know for after, as far as all the care and any questions you may have about them. So let's go ahead and dive into today's video. Our first tip is going to be all about research. Just like as if you were buying your first car or getting your very first tattoo, you definitely want to do research on the artist that you're going to be selecting to get your custom shoes done from. If you already have a specific style in mind that you would like your custom shoe done in, you could go ahead and narrow down your search to artists who are very good at that. You could take somebody like Chad Can't Color, for example, who's great at his style, which is very close to resembling American traditional tattooing. Or you could go ahead and search down some sponsored artists from Angelus Direct. These are all reputable artists who have been doing this for a long time and only use the best products in the game, so you can definitely trust all of these people on this list. Our second tip is going to be all about saving up for a custom. Custom shoes are a luxury item at the end of the day, and they're something that you'll definitely need to save up for. You're going to be paying the artist for their time, skill, and knowledge of their craft. One of the questions that we get asked most as artists is, how much for a custom? And that can range greatly. One of the best ways to describe it is similar to how a tattoo artist prices their work. So the more complex designs have a higher price. And of course, as artists, we start to have an understanding on how long we think a project will take us. So we start to be able to more accurately price a project based on how many hours we think it'll take us to complete it. Shoes can have a wide range of price, anywhere on our end from $200 up to $1,000. Designs can be much simpler if you're just looking to get something like a team custom or simple colorway swap, or we have some really highly detailed stuff that has ranged anywhere from $600 to $1,000. It all really begins with your idea, and once you have your idea figured out, there's a few things that you want to start to consider along with that. You want to start thinking about the theme and overall design of the shoe, and you want to start thinking about multiple shoe options. The reason that I recommend having multiple shoe options is because once you reach out to your artist and you tell them your theme or overall design that you'd like, they'll be able to best tell you what shoe they think this will work best on. There's a lot of things that factor into making sure a shoe is totally wearable. You may be looking for a shoe that is specifically made for display purposes only, but 95% of the time we're making custom shoes that are meant to be worn. So the artist will best know what can and can't be done on specific shoes, and they most likely will have no problem telling you why certain things can or can't be done and why a certain theme may work better on another shoe. After that, it's going to be all about closing the deal. The final few things that need to be done before you get your custom shoes, such as agreeing upon your final price and agreeing upon how long it's going to take to get your custom shoes. In a world that is now run by Amazon Prime, consumers are wanting products within hours of them ordering it, and custom shoes may seem like a totally foreign concept. You should definitely not be afraid or turn away from an artist just because they have a wait time. Instead, you should look at that as a positive thing, because if somebody's backed up for 2 to 3 months, that means they have a big workload and a lot of people are looking to get stuff done by them. They're obviously high in demand, so they're obviously good at their craft. Most artists probably don't have any issues with sending you progress photos along the way, but if they told you they have a 2 to 3 month wait and you're asking for pictures just a couple days in, the reason they have that 3-month workload is because there's 3 months worth of shoes to do before they can even get to yours, so unfortunately, there's nothing really to show you just a few days in. So in the end, it's a much better idea to just be patient and trust your artist. I'm actually somebody who doesn't like giving progress pictures at all. I believe that when you're getting a pair of custom shoes from me, it's a total experience, and I want that to all come to fruition when you finally get that pair of shoes in your hand and you open that blue DCF box for the first time. I want you to be absolutely blown away, and I want you to have not seen anything on my end until that exact moment. If you want to see a really cool reaction video, go ahead and check out our video we did with Drew Connor of the Chicago Fire Soccer. He stopped by the studio and we had him open up his pair of custom cleats on camera for the first time, so you just get to see the real raw reaction and emotion that comes when you finally open up a pair of shoes from us. Our next few tips are going to be all about everything you need to know about after getting your first pair of custom shoes. The first question you may have is, how do I clean these? Angelus puts out a ton of great cleaning products that work good for any custom shoe. They have a foam cleaner, a gel cleaner, and just an overall easy cleaner. They also have multiple sneaker cleaning brushes that work good. The only thing that we kind of recommend avoiding is scrubbing too hard with these brushes. You can still use them, but you don't have to put that much elbow grease into cleaning your shoes. You can also utilize the old soap and water method along with any towel or rag, but again, the only recommendation we have is not putting too much force into cleaning these. Before any shoe leaves our studio, we make sure that they're fully water and stain repellent. So if you're out in the rain with your custom shoes, you don't need to run and hide. If you get them a little wet, they'll still be okay. Unfortunately, here in Chicago, it's a nice spring day, so we don't have any puddles to jump in or show you anything. But as you can see from here, we're running these shoes under the faucet, and it's not like the paint is leaking or anything, so you don't have anything to worry about as far as water goes. Another question that you may be asking yourself, is there any aftercare products that I may need for my custom shoes? Angelus just recently launched an awesome deodorizer product, which we definitely recommend. It works great for any shoes and of course your custom shoes too. They also have a tremendous water and stain repellent product, which we apply to all of your custom shoes before they leave our studio, as we mentioned. But as the seasons start changing and weather starts getting switched up depending where you live, this is also a product that we recommend incorporating on your own too. One of the final questions that you may have is all about the warranty and return policy on custom shoes. Now I can honestly tell you that most artists aren't going to really take returns on any of their custom work, and they've already put forth all their time and effort. And this is why we really recommend spending time in your research process and making sure that you're working with a reputable artist so that you're not unhappy with the final product. As far as warranty goes, this is another thing that we kind of touched on along your discussion process with the artist. They need to be able to communicate with you on what can and can't be done, just so we can help eliminate any foreseeable issues on shoes not being wearable. And on my end, I can honestly tell you that anytime something goes wrong, and I may have made a mistake and a shoe may have chipped or cracked in a certain area, I have absolutely no problem fixing that for the duration of the lifetime of your shoes. So there you have it, guys. That's a wrap on today's video. I know these may seem like a lot of basic questions, but these are the types of things that we get asked every single day by multiple people. We just wanted to create an overall guide that you guys could refer to when it comes to everything you need to know before buying your first pair of custom shoes, and all of the questions you may have after you get your pair of custom shoes back. Be sure to remember all the products we mentioned in today's video can go ahead and be bought from the links below directly to Angelus's website. And as always, we look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.